Cold is not an event here, it is a condition. It exists before movement, before sound, before the idea of warmth can even form. Siberia does not become cold, it remains cold. The land holds it, stores it, passes it forward through centuries like an inheritance that cannot be refused. The air presses down, dense and sharp, stripping moisture from breath before it can fully form. Sound travels differently here. It thins, it fractures. Sometimes it disappears entirely, swallowed by distance and snow. The silence is not empty, it is heavy, layered, deliberate. The ground lies frozen in permanent suspension. Permafrost, older than memory, older than story, locks the earth in place. Soil becomes stone, rivers become corridors of ice. Time slows as if the landscape itself resists change. This is not winter as a season, this is cold as architecture. Forests stretch endlessly, dark lines against pale horizons. Larch trees stand bare, needles long shed, conserving what little energy remains. Their roots cannot dig deep, the ground is impenetrable. So they spread outward, thin and wide, clinging to the surface of a planet that refuses softness. Snow does not fall gently here. It accumulates, it compresses, it becomes structure. Wind sculpts it into ridges and hollows, carving patterns that last for months, sometimes years, untouched by melt. Light behaves strangely. The sun rises low, dragging itself along the horizon, never climbing high enough to warm the surface. Shadows stretch impossibly long, flattening the land, erasing depth. In winter, darkness dominates. In summer, daylight lingers unnaturally, a pale, exhausted glow that never truly brightens. Cold here is not simply low temperature. It is a force that shapes everything. Rivers freeze from the top down, sealing liquid motion beneath thick ice. Flow continues unseen, unheard. Pressure builds. Cracks form without warning. Sharp, explosive sounds echo across vast distances as ice adjusts to the stress of existence. Beneath the surface, ancient carbon sleeps. Frozen plants, animals, entire ecosystems locked away since the last ice age. The ground remembers climates long gone. Each layer of ice holds a record of atmospheres that no longer exist, a silent archive of Earth's past. When the wind rises, it strips heat instantly. Exposed surfaces numb within seconds. Metal becomes dangerous. Skin tightens, breath crystallizes. Movement becomes deliberate, calculated, minimal. Waste nothing. Cold punishes excess. Life here adapts not by resistance but by precision. Animals do not fight the cold, they disappear into it. The Siberian tiger moves without urgency, conserving energy, stepping carefully across snow that masks sound. Its fur is dense, layered, engineered for survival rather than beauty. Each breath is measured, each movement matters. Reindeer migrate across frozen plains, hooves designed to grip ice, bodies storing fat like living fuel tanks. Their breath rises in clouds that vanish almost instantly, reclaimed by the atmosphere. Smaller creatures burrow beneath snow, using it as insulation. Snow traps heat. Beneath its surface, temperatures remain stable, shielded from the brutality above. Even here, the cold teaches efficiency. Nothing moves quickly, nothing wastes. Mountains rise like frozen waves, their slopes etched by wind and ice. Rock fractures under repeated freeze and thaw, splitting along invisible lines. Over centuries, entire ridges crumble grain by grain, reshaped not by sudden violence but by patience. Glaciers creep forward at speeds too slow to perceive, carrying stones like passengers, grinding valleys deeper with each passing year. The land does not resist. It yields, slowly, permanently. In the far north, tundra stretches endlessly. No trees, no shelter. Just low vegetation hugging the ground. Mosses and lichens surviving where roots cannot penetrate. Color is muted. Whites, grays, dull greens, a palette stripped to essentials. Here, scale overwhelms the mind. Distances lose meaning. Horizons feel unreachable. The land offers no reference points, no invitation, no reassurance. Cold removes illusion. There is no softness here, no generosity. Yet this is not a dead place. It is a place of strict rules where survival depends on alignment with the environment rather than dominance over it. Even time feels altered. Processes that take weeks elsewhere require years. Decomposition slows, movement delays, growth becomes incremental, the world breathes more slowly. In winter, temperatures plunge so low that machinery fails, oil thickens, batteries die, sound becomes brittle, even thought seems to slow, as if the mind mirrors the environment. In summer, the thaw is shallow. The surface softens briefly, revealing mud and ancient plant matter, releasing smells locked away for millennia. Water pools above frozen ground, forming temporary wetlands that vanish again as cold reasserts control. The land allows change only on its terms. Storms sweep across open plains, lifting snow into whiteout conditions where sky and ground merge. Orientation disappears, direction becomes guesswork. The world reduces itself to sensation, cold on skin, pressure in lungs, resistance underfoot. At night, the aurora spreads across the sky, curtains of green and violet rippling silently. Charged particles collide with Earth's magnetic field, painting motion across darkness. The cold below remains indifferent, unmoved by the spectacle above. Siberia does not perform, it endures. Beneath the ice, beneath the silence, the planet continues its slow processes. Tectonic plates shift imperceptibly. Magnetic fields fluctuate, seasons rotate with mechanical indifference. This landscape has seen ice advance and retreat. It has watched forests spread, vanish, return again. It has outlasted climates, species, and eras without recognition or response. Cold is not hostility here, it is stability. In a world defined by acceleration, Siberia remains unhurried. It refuses speed, it refuses excess. It teaches through limitation, through restraint, through repetition. Nothing here is accidental. Every form, every behavior, every structure is the result of adaptation to an environment that offers no compromise. The cold does not leave marks quickly, but it leaves them permanently. And when silence settles again, when wind calms, when snow stops falling, when even movement seems suspended, the land rests exactly as it has for thousands of years, unchanged, unimpressed, waiting, because here, the cold never leaves.